I got a feeling a lot of it's going to be contributing to your swing.
Yep.
Because you swing very straight armed. We want to try to use a little bit more bend in the elbow. Like a backhand, for example, we want that 90 degree.
Yep.
Bring it up to like a diamond, lead with the elbow and then let the racket catch up. On your forehand, you kind of do this a lot.
Yep.
And so I imagine you're sending a jolt straight up to that joint on that contact. So I'd there try leading with the elbow, the racket head kind of falls behind,
yep.
and then let it catch up. The other thing I noticed when I was watching our last training session,
yep.
is you don't really follow through much with many of your shots. You kind of stop on contact.
Yep.
There's a lot of this sort of flicky sort of stuff. Try to make sure that you follow through. Start wrist about shoulder height, finish wrist shoulder height.
Hey guys, Damien Collins here from Cheeky Monkey Squash, and welcome to another episode of a squash coaching session with a student. So what we heard there in the introduction was a bit of an explanation of Pete's technique. Currently he's got a elbow brace on because he's feeling some discomfort when he's playing squash. And I'd say this has contributed to his technique. So it's something we need to try to work on, try to improve that technique to not just improve his game, but also enable him to play with minimal discomfort. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, so you can stay up to date with all the squash action from around New South Wales, as well as coaching videos and the upcoming Illawarra Premier League, which will be live streaming onto the Cheeky Monkey Squash YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment down below. Just watching the warm-up, there's a couple of things I can notice. Pete's not really moving his feet and hitting the ball very close to himself, as you can see there. This can mean that the racket head drops, putting the ball into the tin, or kind of carrying that ball and not having great control over it. So to fix this, we want to try to get Pete to take bigger steps out to the ball and to focus on having the racket head come around the ball. Another thing I find interesting just watching this warm-up is where both of us position ourselves on the court for the warm-up. As you can see, I'm standing much higher up the court. This just allows me to start to get my aim a little bit better. I'm going to try to hunt a few volleys during the warm-up. I can sort of test out those volleys at a bit of pace without any risk to the scoreboard, so to speak. So the warm-up's not just about trying to get the body warm, it's trying to get your eyes in, trying to get your brain operating, the mental aspect of the game, so to speak. It's a bit of everything. So your warm-up ideally should start actually before you step on court. You should try to be jumping on an exercise bike or a treadmill, assault bike even. Just trying to elevate the heart rate, get a bit of a light sweat going, because if you've got two people going on court, one person's already warm, ready to go, feel like we've already sort of played a couple of rallies, and the other person's dead cold, well, who do you think's going to be the person who's going to come out firing in the first game? Quite often you can get yourself a first game victory just by having a better warm-up than what your opposition's had. So if you're looking to improve your warm-up, I'd start with just trying to develop a bit of a routine. As I said, about 15 minutes to half an hour before your game. See if you can start doing some light exercises. Jump on court. If I'm expecting it's going to be a tough match, I might even do a couple of laps up and down the court, and then sort of sending that challenge out to my opposition early that I'm just going to stand up higher than them and hunt all the volleys, and just try to send that message that I'm not prepared to take a backward step. I'm not going to be the first one to take that step backwards and start playing on the defensive. Just a few thoughts there about the warm-up. If you've enjoyed this video, do us a favour, hit that subscribe button and drop us a comment down below what sort of content you'd like to see on the Cheeky Monkey Squash YouTube channel. Until next time, bye for now.